Hello, Phil here from Wings of Pegasus, and welcome to another analysis video. For tonight we have Steve Vai, and I've managed to find a video of someone breaking a string, Steve Vai breaking a string, on a Floyd Rose bridge. And this is something that I mentioned in my Stevie Ray Vaughan video when I said that he had a fixed bridge where he doesn't. He has a Fender floating bridge, but it's held in with 5 springs, so it didn't really move anywhere. Whereas here he's got a Floyd Rose bridge, which means that the strings supply the tension to keep them all in tune. So once you lose a string, you lose all the tension of that one string, which means all the other strings will go out of tune, and it means that you're left then with 5 strings that are all out of tune. So I'm going to play this video just to see how he deals with it, because this is a real nightmare scenario, especially if you haven't got a spare guitar. Of course, Steve's got a spare guitar, but let's have a little look at this video and see how he deals with it. See, so there the string's gone, it's broken, and you can hear the whole key drops out, just goes dong, and now he's searching on that string for a note to try and either bend it to keep it in key or do something, because now all the strings are out of tune. He's got to try and find the right key on his one string, and once the string's gone, he's now only got one string that he's trying to find the pitch on, and he's going to stay on that string because all of the other ones will be void. You can't use them because now standard tuning doesn't apply. They'll all be at different tunings, different notes, which won't be applicable to what he's playing. And there you can see that little rundown on that one string. Everything he's doing is on this one string, and he's doing a really good job keeping it in key, because that string is not necessarily going to be in tune either. So he'll be doing really subtle bends and little bits of technique just to try and keep it in key with the backing. And you can see he's still kind of trying to find and search around. So this really is a nightmare scenario. He obviously kind of pointed over to his guitar tech to get the other guitar because I need to swap them over. And this is what happens with Floyd Rose. If you break a string, it is game over because he can't do the rest of the gig on one string, so he's going to have to change his guitar. But he's done an amazing job to just try and hide it, but it'll be so obvious as soon as it snaps, the whole tuning goes out, so it's kind of really obvious to listen to, whereas without a Floyd Rose bridge you can get away with it. It won't affect it as badly, but it really ruins it on a Floyd Rose bridge. And if you notice, that's the same rundown that he did a minute ago, because I really feel for Steve here, because he's got so limited options on the guitar now on one string. So he's actually doing a really good job to keep the playing interesting and keep it in key, because he's kind of racking his brains as to what can I play on this one string, and he's thinking that, but nobody notices because he's managing to put the little techniques in, do little runs, and just keep it ticking over in the same key. So he's actually doing really well here. And there he took a risk. He did a pull-off to the open string, and obviously it's kind of out of tune, so it's a little bit risky, but again, he kind of gets away with it. He hammers back on. So yeah, he hammers back onto that kind of 3rd fret and gets away with it. And so far he's doing really well to kind of ride this wave of just not having any notes on your guitar. And now he's got his other guitar and he's straight on to the whammy bar because it's like the relief that now he's got a guitar that is actually in tune. But that's what happens with the Floyd Rose. So just people that might not play guitar don't realise that once you break a string on the Floyd Rose, it is game over, and all you can do is swap your guitar over because you're never going to be able to complete a gig on a Floyd Rose bridge where a string's broken. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments under this, how you thought Steve Vai actually dealt with it, whether you've seen anybody else kind of break a string on a Floyd Rose. If you've got any suggestions for videos, put them in the comments below as well. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys at the next analysis video.